And hello, lovelies. It's Jay. We're here on the 19th of March, 2019. It's been a long time, been a little while since we're able to make this thing work, and we'll see how well it works right now. I am the man behind the things inside This is Conversation. There are a team of people, folks that actually help me get things done, but I am the face, the voice. I take all the credit, which I'm going to continue to do. And there's plenty of ways you can play along with us if you like to. But what we do here on this specific thing here is when I get a chance to, we're trying to make it an actual thing, a day thing. Every single day, we'll pop on live and give you what came down as the top 5 headlines from the midday. These are really posted and kind of crunched for a quick kind of dry run on around 1:45, 2 o'clock every single day. And then when we can pop in there, we'll give you this little video presentation so we have more conversations with this. If you want to be a part of the actual conversation all day, all night, all the time, check it out by going to our website, thisisaconversation.com. It has all the explanations to what it does, where things are, and of course, that is where you can find each week's home for the podcast, the wrap-up show with Jay Cleveland Payne, who's me, by the way. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and you can be a chance to vote in the conversations. Your interactions with stories in the feed for Twitter and Facebook. Give us what you have for what we have right here. Something like that. And Instagram, you can follow along and see the little square box. We will post this square box every day, but we can't really vote because the postings don't work as well on Instagram. So thank you for joining me for this thing. Bear with me as we keep experimenting with our technology to make this thing work the best as possible. As I should have said all 30 seconds ago, on Twitter, it's th_conversation, Facebook and Instagram. Both of us are at This is the Conversation. Now, let's get into the top 5 for the day. As we said, these were stories, headlines that were pulled up that were the top stories for basically 25 hours past around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So in a span of 24 hours from then, this is what we had as the top stories. And you decided, so that's why I said it's very special that you be a part of this. Our top story is that Donna Brazile is now a commentator at Fox News. One of the people that's the most hated people for Republicans or conservatives, if you want to give just the generic bent, is Donna Brazile, who was she was blamed for leaking questions to Hillary Clinton about an upcoming debate on Fox News. They say that she, because she was a part of the RNC or DNC at the time, was able to leak the questions to Hillary Clinton so she could cheat in a debate, even though you can't really cheat a debate because those things are live. But she's now left the side of the being paid by CNN. I believe she was on MSNBC for a while. I don't think that was a full-time contract, but now she is a paid contributor. She's being paid to speak on Fox News. So if you're looking for more reasons to hate Democrats, Fox News, you've got one. If you're looking for more reasons to hate Fox News if you're a Democrat, well, Fox News has one of your biggest Democrats, so you can hate them for that one as well. The leader of the alleged cult NXIVM, I believe that's how we're still calling it, the sex cult, pled not guilty to child porn charges. You remember months ago, before we had a famous scandal that involved semi-famous people paying their money to get their kids in colleges that they didn't want to go to, we got a famous scandal that had famous people getting people into a modeling sort of group, which was actually just a sex cult and dealt with child porn. The leaders of that group have pled not guilty. This trial is going to go on. It's been a while since we heard from them, but now the trial is moving forward. We'll hear more from them naturally. Alan Kruger, a Princeton University professor of economics and former Obama advisor, has died at 58. Kruger was an advisor on the big time number stuff for a good swath of the Obama presidency. He lasted a lot longer than a lot of people did in that tenure for he had there. And he's a guy that everybody basically loved. The press loved him because if there was something going down, he would actually talk to them. The people loved him. His students loved him. And he has passed at, well, I'll start saying the young age of 58. As I'm getting closer and closer to 58, and I don't feel all that old yet, 58 seems a whole lot younger than it did back when I was in my 20s. Trust me. Nunes sues Twitter. Some users, seeks over $250 million, alleging anti-conservative shadow bans, smears. This is Devin Nunes, of course. Devin Nunes is Devin Nunes, basically the protector of Donald Trump, running in the House representative who essentially running interference for Trump during all of his trials and tribulations going on in Congress. He is suing Twitter and other groups because, well, they had shadow bans is a thing where people believe that they're not being taken off the sites, but they're being taken out of major searches. So if someone's searching for Devin Nunes or something Donald Trump pro on Twitter, they won't see it because Twitter's not letting it come up in search. Also, different users are doing what they can to help suppress some things as well. Not sure you're getting $250 million, Devin Nunes, but good luck with that. And the fifth story for today is Los Angeles Angels star Mike Trout agrees to the largest contractual commitment, there should be a space there, in North American sports history. I believe it's something comes to the tune of around $350 million a year or something, a minute, a decade, however. Mike Trout, who everybody loves, who everybody thinks is a great baseball player, because baseball contracts are insane, about to get paid. Will he get paid as long as Bobby Bonilla? Probably not. I think they'll probably find a way to extend that contract. But Mike Trout, who is essentially one of the larger stars in the league, we just found out about all the other ones, basically the big names being taken up. Mike Trout is staying put. Is adding, I think, 13 years to a 12-year contract is almost up, so it'll be another 15 years total for a long-term commitment with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, however they call these days. Those are the top 5 stories as of more or less an hour ago. You can see, if you follow along what's going on, you can see at our Twitter page and our Facebook page just what stories are actually growing and trending. So any story past 2 o'clock has, of course, a good chance of making this list, and of course extending past, because we'll look 24 hours back till tomorrow. So a lot of the stories on this list were posted late in the afternoon or late evening last night because they had time and they stuck around. Mike Trout's story was posted about 2-3 hours before we actually pulled the numbers, because that was a big deal on the day. As we said, go to twitter.com/th_conversation or facebook.com/thisisconversation and follow us on our social media. And as you do, you will see the stories every single hour. But every 50 minutes, we post a story, essentially. If you see a story that you like it, love it, hate it, reply to it, share it, do what you can to engage with it. Stories with most engagement get added up into the numbers at the end of the week. We put them in the charts for the wrap-up show that I do on Friday and going to Saturday. That's a recording. These things are a raw estimate, so these aren't exactly the way they would be per a wrap-up show, where there's a bit more detail and adding and subtraction and sometimes some long division in there. These are essentially the top trending stories that we pulled from, like we said, about an hour ago to present to you. Once again, I'm Jay Cleveland Payne. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. We'll see how often we can do these things every day. I like them. You seem to like them. And various other people tell me that they get a lot from them. So if you're getting something from it, give me a thumbs up, give me a high five, give me a heart, whether you're watching this live in the moment or watching it a few hours down the line, see what's happening. Thank you so much for being on the video, with us for the video, and stick around for more stuff. Any questions, go to the website and find me, and we will answer them as quickly as possible. Thank you, and we'll try again and try a little better tomorrow.